I am your friend, Dr. Charles Apoki. I want to give you an update from Madagascar. Now, I told you I visited that country 3 times and I had a wonderful stay there. I have a friend, Reverend Fimba Ogu, Chukwemeka Ogu, OGU, the pastor of Redeemed Christian Church of God in Antananarivo. If you have his number, please send it as a comment in this beneath this post. I've been trying to reach him and his family to know how they are faring. Politics is a very interesting thing. Politician, particularly an African politician, will make a true prophet a liar. So, the president of Madagascar, Andry, has a long name, fled to France, allegedly in a French military plane. When the Gen Z people protested, the CAPSAT, the elite force, came in and joined the people in the protest and ordered that they were the ones that security forces should take instructions from. When the president heard that, he fled to France. I said in the previous video that he has French citizenship and he's a president in Africa because Madagascar granted options for people to accept French citizenship. Some other in Cameroon, Amadou Ahidjo renounced his French citizenship to take up office. And I said that the minds of most African leaders are not in Africa here. They are far away from the people they are governing. You watch my video on colonialism has not ended, you will see what I mean. And I said in my previous video that I really don't like violent change of government because those who will protest will be totally different from those who will come into power. And it might be the same actors wearing different clothes or their cronies that will come into power. I've been following politics for years. If you take the Philippines, for example, there was a revolution against Marcos, Imelda Marcos, and Ferdinand Marcos Sr. when Aquino was assassinated on his return from the country, and his wife became the president of the country. After so many turning around, today it is the same son of Ferdinand Marcos Jr. that is now the president of the Philippines. Let's go to Libya. After the Libyan so-called revolution and Gaddafi was removed, his son, Saif Gaddafi, is back in the saddle of leadership in Libya. So when you seem to make progress by going round and round and round, you're not progressing, in stagnation. Democratic elections, free, fair, credible, transparent, democratic elections should be the aspiration of any nation. But wicked men and women make it impossible. And where peaceful change is not possible, violent change is inevitable. This is the warning we are sounding to African leaders. We must know when to quit the stage. The nation is not our personal property. The government house is not your house. The presidential palace is not your house. People always run away from them. Saddam Hussein, they entered there one time. Bashar al-Assad in Syria, people went there. Several parts of the world. It's not your personal property. It's not Buckingham Palace, neither is it Windsor Castle. So the CAPSAT, the military men that took over power, went to the Supreme Court, their highest court in the land, and got a verdict that the president of Madagascar had absconded from duty, and therefore they declared his seat vacant and ordered for elections in 60 days so that it will not look like a military coup, it will look like a revolution in quotes. But I said that if there is a violent change of government without a mental reorientation of the citizenry, the institutions, and the leadership, it is not a revolution until there's just mental shift, mental reorientation, there's no revolution. It's just a replacement, a turning around. So, Colonel Michael Randria, these names are long there. Randria Narina of CAPSAT, Colonel Michael, let's call him Colonel Michael, has taken over as interim president. After taking over, he dissolved that Supreme Court that granted him power. You see, these people. But he has left the parliament in place to give a semblance of representation of the people. And he dissolved some other institutions. Let us wait whether in 60 days, if he will conduct fresh elections. Let us wait and see if the Gen Zs will be able to form political movements and alliances to come into power to change their country. But age is not necessarily the factor. After all, the president that left was a DJ. He was a mayor of Tananarivo before he became president through a military movement like this. And he has messed up after 16 years or thereabout. So it's not necessarily age, unless there is the mental reorientation. We saw young people who became governors, who became ministers, who became senators in this country that have messed up woefully, unless there is the mental reorientation. Be ye transformed by the renewal of your mind. And so we are watching what will happen in Madagascar. I also hope that Colonel Michael will not transform into a politician and contest elections. He has a right to do that. Let's hope that we don't have a situation where civilian military leaders like them are Sisi turn to civilian politicians and perpetuate themselves in power. Assisi of Assisi, yeah, Assisi or yes, I'm pronouncing the name well. Assisi of Egypt. I pray for Madagascar, lovely country. I would like to go back there. I enjoyed myself there. Beautiful country. I pray that a new leadership will emerge with a new attitude, and these very creative, hardworking, beautiful people would have a taste of good governance. Dr. Charles Apoki is still my name. I'm still watching the situation in Cameroon. We have properties for sale. We have books for sale. We have t-shirts, branded t-shirts, bust you. Now you sabi, financial orgasm. Don't let your erection give you direction. All those statements. We have them in t-shirts. And we have genuine lands for sale. Send a message to +234 80 21 21 92 62 to join my WhatsApp mentorship group, for counseling, to make inquiries about properties, to buy books, to buy t-shirts, to buy mugs. God bless you.